This is a video I never wanted to make. After over 3 years of ownership, I crashed my E36 M3, my absolute dream car. Some of you have caught on asking where the E36 is. Well, now you know. I crashed this car on December 21st, and I finally finished fixing it this past weekend, which was March 14th. Now, it of course didn't take that long to fix. The car was first rotting for a bit while I figured out what to do with it. Then we started taking it apart, figured out all the parts I needed, then had to wait. That was about another 2 weeks. Then we put it back together, which it only took 3 days of actually working on the car to get it fixed, which is honestly crazy to me because it was down for a total of 3 months. But yeah, now it is time to answer the question you are all thinking. How did I crash the car? No, I wasn't being stupid or sliding the car or speeding or even avoiding anything. I literally fell asleep while driving. So yeah, a little bit of backstory. As most of you know, I moved to LA in November. Moving to a new city and honestly starting over in my life just motivated me to work and to work a lot. I am the type of person who always needs some sort of distraction so I don't start losing my mind. And that source for me has always been working. So when I moved to LA and was obviously going through a lot, I channeled all of that into my jobs. Everyone told me I was overworking myself and I needed to slow down, and I just did not listen, which ended up being the demise of the E36. And it was absolutely heartbreaking. So yeah, for future reference, don't work 50 hours in 3 days. It probably won't work out well. And on top of all of this, I have a sleeping disorder, so it's kind of a deadly combo right there. Mind you, while I crashed, I had a Red Bull literally in my hand. That ended up covering my interior, and I was also 5 minutes away from my apartment. Now, not to be too dramatic, but it was actually traumatizing. So how it all happened was I dozed off, then woke up to me sliding across the freeway. Not entirely sure what happened, but I probably pulled the wheel of some sorts. Now, keep this in mind, I was in the far right lane. I was sliding across the middle lanes when I woke up. I started trying to save it, but there was just no saving it at that point. From the far right lane, I ended up in the far left carpool lane at 180'd into the median. I was probably going around 50 miles an hour when I hit the wall. The first thing I did was look for my phone. I couldn't find it and was scared it flew out the window. Eventually, I found it in my back seat. My phone dialed 911 for me, so the cops were soon on their way. Then I got out of my car to assess the damages. I honestly was expecting the entire passenger side of my car to be destroyed, so I actually felt some relief looking at it because for what happened, it wasn't even that bad damage-wise. I then called my friend and he called the tow truck for me, and him and a few others were immediately on their way to me. I got back in my car, watching cars come flying at me, and honestly, I was in shock. I sat there for about 10 minutes waiting for the cops to arrive. They had to shut down the entire freeway for me, and I felt so bad. Mind you, it was like 3 a.m., so there wasn't a ton of traffic, and they got my car moved pretty fast, so it wasn't shut down for too long, but yeah, I felt awful. But my car wasn't starting, so the cop had to push me with his car. The cops were being really nice. One of them, of course, did a DUI test on me, and I obviously wasn't under the influence of anything, so that was fine. But I was really scared. I was like, what if I like mess this up and then they think I'm drunk? But whatever, it was fine. Then my friends show up, then the tow truck. I was in shock, and honestly, I was doing okay till one of my friends gave me a hug, and I just started sobbing. I don't think you guys understand how much I love my E36. Like, that car means everything to me. Why couldn't it have been the E92 came out of my mouth multiple times? At this point, I was still crying, watching my car get loaded up onto the tow truck. All of a sudden, one of the cops decides right then was the perfect time to discuss cars. He went, "Are those BBSs?" Then explained to me that his dream car is an E46 M3. He asked me what I did with the car. I told him it's a mix between street and track. He proceeded to tell me what track I should go to while staring at my mangled car. It was actually pretty funny. The E36 then got towed to my friend's shop and then kind of just started rotting. I originally was going to go through insurance, but honestly they would have totaled the car, so that was out of the picture. So fine, I'll do it myself. A few days passed and I was trying to think of the best source of action. So yeah, I started being a Facebook Marketplace warrior, traveling around for all the parts that I know I for sure needed. When I got the car up on the lift, I figured out the rest of what I needed, which I ended up ordering through ECS Tuning. They helped me out so much, and I had peace of mind ordering from them versus, you know, Facebook Marketplace or other random websites. So let me tell you everything ECS Tuning gave me for free or gave me a discount on. So first, I got a front lip, I got all new stainless steel brake lines, I got camber arms, a front right control arm, a front right tie rod, poly subframe bushings, the 2 rear subframe bolts, a bumper support bracket, side skirt clips, and a diffuser. Thank you so much to ECS. You guys are literally lifesavers. Like, I cannot thank you guys enough. I bought some stuff from Facebook Marketplace, of course. So what I got was a subframe, rear control arms, rear trailing arms, which I actually didn't end up using. And I got a set of just really cheap contours. Apex, please send me 2 new arc-8s. I am begging you. I look insane being half on contours, half on arc-8s. My fitment in the front is so bad. Please send me 2 new wheels. Everyone tag Apex, please. Yeah, I think that was the majority of it. Now I want to address this. I clearly didn't do all the work on this car myself. I could have not done this without my friends. Yeah, and genuinely lifesavers. If I attempted to do this completely on my own or just with very little help, this car probably would have been done in 2027. So huge thank you. I am so blessed to have friends that will do slave labor for me and who also know E36s like the back of their hand. And a huge thank you to my friend Jack, the owner of the shop my car was at, which is M Dynamic Motorsports. Go check him out, guys. But thank you for letting me hog one of your lifts.
What's up, guys? On today's episode of M Dynamic Motorsports, today we are partnered up with
Athalia cars, yeah.
we're partnered up with Athalia Cars, working on our hoopty. We've got special guests. You guys, come here. We have my 2 master techs, Munzer and Michik.
FTD file.
Nope, no free promos. Matt, come here. We also have, I don't think I can put it in the frame. We also have Mohed. Oh! Are you okay? Who's also a part of this build, and
Master tech.
yeah, that's actually the master tech.
You really launched them into this so bad.
Now, thinking back on the accident, I got so incredibly lucky. Genuinely, that was probably the best case scenario in that situation. I am so fortunate that A, I didn't get hurt, and B, that I didn't hurt anybody else. For what happened, the E36 wasn't even in bad shape. There was no body damage, just a few scuffs on the front and rear bumper, really. Shout out my arc-8s for absolutely tanking that median, as well as the E36 for tanking it too. I always thought the E36 would crumble in literally any sort of accident. I've seen worse GTs that have crashed at half the speed. So E36 best car. And most importantly, shout out God. Honestly, so blessed that it wasn't way worse. I will be making another YouTube video on the E36 when it's done, because the car is now driving and mechanically good, but obviously she looks a little bit rough. The E36 is going to a body shop, so I will be making a video like when the E36 is complete, pretty much. I know people are gonna flame me for crashing my car, but that's okay. I guess it just comes with it. So yeah, please subscribe, please like this video, please comment on this video, preferably something not very, very mean. But yeah, I love you all, and subscribe!